The Sims 4 just got a brand new build kit, and it's the first ever creator kit they've done. And that means the kit was entirely made by a CC creator. Like, they pitched the idea, they made all of the items, the swatches, everything all by themselves, and then EA packaged it and is selling it as an official kit. It's kind of a cool concept, and I talked a lot more about my thoughts on this in the video that I posted yesterday. Today, I want to be able to put this pack to the test. I'm sorry about the cat, by the way. She's being really needy, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Anytime a new pack comes out, I like to do a build with just the base game and the new pack, because I feel like it really helps me get a feel for what the pack comes with. I did actually make a build using all of the packs, and it's right here. You just can't really tell because I'm playing with all of my packs disabled, so it looks a bit empty. I'll post that video on YouTube in a couple of days. I'm thinking that we make something a little bit more like mid-century modern type of vibes. This is only a 20 by 15 lot, so I'm trying to be a little bit conscious of that as I'm making it. Should I just make it really wide like this? I don't know. I may end up regretting this. Well, here's kind of what I was picturing. I thought the shape could be maybe something like this. Just trust the process, we'll get there. And then I thought there could maybe be a pool in the backyard. It kind of fits in that L shape nicely. I'm thinking that's a good starting point for the shape, especially if we get the roof kind of lined up nicely. It's all cute and asymmetrical. And then I sort of thought that this part could just be flat, maybe with a little bit of an overhang, so there's kind of a patio right there. There are fences in the base game, but they're not really fences that I'm interested in using. I guess I've used this kind of fence before for this style of house, so maybe it's fine like that. And then I was thinking that the front door could be over here, and I could probably use a little bit of that fence again, just next to the front door. And when I've built houses like this in the past, I've liked to put a little chimney in the front because it helps to split up the space. It's not just a big blank wall anymore when you do it like that. And that might be the best that we can do for the exterior. It's gonna be simple, but I think that's a good thing. Simple is what we need because we're gonna have a really, really colorful and fun interior. I might actually start laying out some furniture now because it helps me to visualize the room a little bit better. I think the dining room could go here and we can get some sliding doors onto the patio. I was also kind of picturing the bedrooms being on this side, but I don't know how big to make them. I guess something like this is not so bad because we have 3 bedrooms. It's only 1 bathroom, but I think that's okay. Could even make this bedroom a little bit bigger if we wanted to. Or, you know what we could do? We could have an extra bathroom right there. Like a little 3x1 sort of bathroom with just a toilet and a sink. In hindsight, I think that maybe this won't work as the dining room. It's kind of big. The dining room might be better suited, sort of like central. Okay, the cat's yelling again, sorry. The other problem is that I am going to hate the doors. I am going to absolutely despise placing the doors back here. I hate them being so close together. What if I extended this? Hold on, I'm making a big mistake potentially. That might be okay. I hate that we have to use the base game kitchen stuff. Some of the pack kitchen stuff works really well. Home Chef Hustle matches this pack like perfectly. Obviously, we don't have Home Chef Hustle today, so we're gonna make do without it. But if we did, it would be perfect. Okay, well, how about this? What if there was a smaller door? Because we could put a little door to get to the outside, and maybe this part could just be windows. Because that might look a little bit better as the living room. And then it kind of gives us the ability to put a big TV stand and stuff like that right here. I'd love to have this chair as well. Okay, I have an idea for the kitchen, and this might be bad. I'm not really sure. I'm wondering about putting the kitchen kind of centered in the room, a little bit like this. It might have to be only that big. Obviously, keeping in mind that the front door is over here. I think we can use expensive appliances. The house is gonna be expensive. I'm warning you now, we're probably gonna have a lot of expensive stuff in here. And maybe those cabinets are bad, like maybe these ones would have been better because they come in a few more colors. Do we still use bar stools even though they're like right in the front of the house? I think that we can. There are some nice items too, like this table would work really well for the entryway. Do we wanna use like that slightly more, how do we feel about that color wood? Obviously I'm gonna change the color of this stuff. We're not gonna keep it this color. All the furniture won't be orange. There will be orange, but it won't be only orange. I'm thinking I might use this wood floor and maybe I'll even use carpet in the bedrooms. No, never mind. Good idea in theory. Didn't like it in practice. Oh, you know what? Let's put the fireplace right here. That's so good. I think that's great for the dining room. This chair kind of in the corner helps to round out the room. I'm gonna want to get some of these big lights. I wonder if I could take these and put 2 of them just size down. Oh, if I delete that one, it's bad. These lights they're very, these lights really light up facing down. I don't know if you can tell, which makes sense because it's like metal, the top, so the light wouldn't spread out from the top. But I think that means that we need to have extra lights. We can't use only those ones. browns, right? I don't really know if I like that. I'm obviously gonna change the color. I just don't know what color I want to use yet. So I'm kind of just putting furniture down with the intention of changing it later. Okay, I'm gonna get a little window right next to the front door. I think that looks cute in there. And then I think I'll use some big windows in the front like this. I might do some more little windows on the side. This is the primary bedroom, so we're gonna wanna have some big windows. Some more back there. I don't like this part. I'm a little bit worried about this little section. I guess we can do one small window. Makes sense for the bathroom. And then what? Do I put more big windows in this? It's like a corner of all windows. That's not really bad though, is it? It's kind of nice like that. I'm always worried about overdoing it, but I think that's fine. There's suddenly like no windows on the side of the house, like none on the entire side of the house. But that's because I want to have the TV here. So I don't really want to interrupt it with windows. I think that's okay. That happens in real life. Oh, I'm gonna put this lamp in the corner. Where can I put this LED sign? Maybe above the fireplace, or is that weird? I don't think it's weird. I think that's kind of cool above the fireplace. These candles actually slot in the fireplace, but I think I'd rather have them on top. Well, hold on, maybe I should stop doing clutter. Like maybe we should actually finish putting some like furniture down and then we can come back and clutter the rest of it. I like how that hallway is looking. There's a lot of really nice art in this pack. It's so good. We can put this stuff all over. I know I've like barely started, but I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna try and do this green color on the counters because I think I might stick to this color of the rug. Okay, so I'm sort of wondering about this as a color combo. I'm not sure if this is like too light. It does match though. Maybe this could stay orange. Maybe the yellow is like too out there. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh no, I'm not sure what color. Maybe I should have finished doing this first. Before I started trying to pick colors, I probably should have finished the kitchen because the red's throwing it off. I also really liked in one of the pictures, like one of the advertisement pictures that they did from this kit, they had like mismatched chairs. And I thought that was so cool. So I think I might try to do something like that myself. I'm not quite sure if I want to do like all mismatched chairs. I think I do. Okay, imagine like this brick color because that's sort of the same color as the rug. And then I'm picturing most of the walls are white with the exception of like some funky accents. Oops, that's too far. I really want to try this checkered tile. I know that it's a lot, but I'm really curious to try it. I think as an accent just behind this, I think it's actually okay. Maybe I pick one of these that has the checkers too, just to like bring it all together. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should have stuck to the orange. I think the orange is just really bright, and so that's why I'm like kind of nervous to commit to it and like full send with the orange, but it does look really good. Well, maybe what we should have done is have the accent wall be something else. Oh, that looks bad though, never mind. I was just saying that because I wasn't sure if I liked the blue on the blue, but this is an okay color. I would love to have curtains, but of course there are no curtains that match in the base game. There's not even a curtain rod. When I'm doing base game builds like this, I like to put shelves up and pretend that they're curtain rods. I know it's a stretch. Like I'm so aware that it looks a little bit silly, but the reason I do that is because it looks kind of like the ones from those packs. So we could do that and we could use the shelves that come in this kit. Oh wait, maybe we should have stuck to these being orange. Oh no. And maybe I use this color for the couches again. I would love to have more yellow too. Of course this blue is the wrong color. The yellow is like really bright and kind of random. You know what? Honestly, I think I liked it better with no curtains. Well there, that brings in some of the yellow that I wanted. I want like a tall plant, but the base game is also so lacking in tall plants. I might have to use this one, and I don't even like that one. Oh, you know what we could get maybe? I wonder if I could alt place one of these little windows, because then it kind of mirrors the picture on that side, and it gets us a window. No, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm not sure what to do, so I'm just gonna come back to it later. One thing we do need is a rug or something underneath this. Totally tempted to try and use the same rug again, by the way. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm actually really interested in trying to use it twice. Maybe that gives me an excuse to bring in more yellow, because I can make these shelves yellow too. That color matches nicely. This color's a little bit more like our vibes. And then I think maybe this could be a slightly more matchy wood tone. It does come in some colors. Like I could match it to the green, but I don't think that's good. I think we stick to the wood. I'm gonna get more of that brick accent wall over there. I'm kind of wondering about doing the brick on this wall too. I like how it wraps around, and I like it behind this. I think it makes sense behind the fireplace. Let me make sure I get some of the necessities in, like a trash can and stuff too. Add that before I forget. I also haven't put in a sink yet. Oh, you've probably been screaming at the screen. I'm sorry. I knew I didn't have a sink. I hadn't actually put it down yet. Sorry if I alarmed you with my lack of sink. That's my bad. I'd love to have something kind of cute on this wall. I don't really know what that would mean for us, but like just something fun. Maybe the menu. bedroom. I am obsessed with this item. I love the little radio. I think it's so good. Okay, I'm also gonna get some light switches. I'll just put these around in a few areas, kind of by the doors. Do we wanna put this big plant in? Obviously I'd move the table. You know what? I think that the plant is better. I think that it needs the height in that corner. So maybe I could rotate these candles a little bit, put them there. Or well, the candles could have gone back up here actually. I'll keep the radio there. We need to put something on the table because it's definitely looking a little bit odd without anything there. I think maybe some books. Oh, this would have been a nice item. There's no space left. Maybe one of the bedrooms could have that. I was thinking maybe like one of these little plants and then the small books from the base game. I think we need something here. Well, maybe I don't need to put something there if I get more windows and we just kind of like completely fill in the wall. Because I don't really know if any of the art is gonna fit well enough to add it in, unless I had put this there. I just don't want to have like the same thing on two walls. Obsessed with this little book clutter. I think that's so good. So we'll put that on the shelf. May have to size this down, but I'll put that on the shelf too. Oh no, looks silly sized down. Keep it normal. Okay, how do I feel about that for the little shelf? Keep in mind, I'm working with base game clutter, so we don't have that many options. I think that's good for what we've got. I think that means that the living room can be done, this main living space. Let's do the bathrooms real quick, because I'm so tempted to try and do something kind of fun like this. I know that it's a lot, and we don't have to do it in both of the bathrooms, but doesn't it seem like a really fun time to try and do it in at least one of them? There is just so much checkered stuff in this pack. It feels like we'd be doing it a disservice to not use it. Okay, hold on. Let me think. We get a little shelf. I can put some bathroom stuff on it. Okay, like hear me out. This helps. Having some clutter helps. We get some funky yellow accents. Of course, nothing comes in yellow. Oh God. I don't know. I might have overdone it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna use a shower tub combo in this other bathroom too, because I think it's useful. If I do this, there's not any orange floor tile, is there? Well, I mean, there is. There is stuff like this. We can maybe make that work. This kind of matches this part of the rug, so that might be okay. I don't know if I like this sink or not. It's kind of weird, but I think I might try it anyway. I don't think I like it. Can I use this like a little bath mat for when you get in and out of the shower? Maybe I match some blue with it. Same rug 3 times. That's fine. Let's just go for it. So that's nice. It has 2 bathrooms. I'm ashamed to admit that I'm gonna use that rug again because I'm gonna put it in the primary bedroom. I think unfortunately it just needs to be done. Like I want to use it as much as I can to get like the full use out of this pack. And obviously it's not like a huge pack, it's just a kit. So we don't have that many options of things that we can be using. Therefore, I use the same thing over and over and over again. Does this come in blue? It does, but it's a different shade of blue. I don't think that matters though, right? Okay, I'm putting this here. I'll make it orange. I can get another plant to go next to it. We need something on this wall. Oh, and you know what I haven't used yet is the little poof. There's like a poof ottoman thing. That would be good for us to put somewhere. Well, maybe not in this bedroom. Maybe the kids' bedrooms can have that because it doesn't fit in here. If I put this here and scoot it like as far into the wall as it'll let me, they can still walk past it, right? I think so. I don't think there should be a problem with that. Okay, I'm putting a corkboard in there too next to the computer. I'm gonna want to get a couple extra little clutter things like this item. That kind of has that red and blue tone that we liked. I may put the bookshelf on there too. I won't put a radio in here. I have learned my lesson. Wait, no, that's better. Forget the corkboard. Let's use this. Yeah, I don't put radios inside of bedrooms because it wakes them up. Like imagine the parents are sleeping and the kid just comes in and starts dancing in the middle of the night. It wakes everybody up with the music. That's what happens when you put radios in bedrooms. I can't have that. Okay, I am considering using this ceiling fan in here. I've never used it before. It's so hard for me to use because of the plumb bob, but it kind of works in this room. And then this room can be done. So now we can do the 2 kids' rooms next. I think we should pick some kind of fun colors. You know, I never use this. It does have some pretty fun designs. I wonder if I could try to make that work somehow. This isn't base game because it's technically from the holiday pack. We'll see. I'm not sure what kind of furniture I'll put in that room yet. I'm wondering about doing this theme with the orange and the blue. I can get a couple of these poofs in the corner because I didn't use those yet. Is this a teens room or a kids room? I think I might make it into a teens room because then I can use the guitar. Where is the guitar? Oh, here, right in front of my eyes. That's where it is. I think I may use the LED sign again because it's kind of cool above the bed, and then we can get some posters next to it. Maybe ones that kind of have that orange and blue color scheme. Okay, I don't think that this idea actually makes that much sense, but I'm kind of curious about putting one of these, like the weight machines in instead. It's quite big, like it's a really dramatic item to include in a room this small, but I think it's nice for skill building because the house is small. We don't have any other place to put it. And I don't know, maybe the kid loves sports or something. I don't know what to put in this corner. I'm not sure what else else fits in there that isn't like too much? I could maybe even use this thing, to be honest. That's just the bookshelf, but then I can put some clutter on top of it. This sim doesn't have a desk or anything, but we could use it as a place to store some furniture like that. Okay, so they like basketball, they like guitars. That's their main thing. That works for me. I'm fine with that. Well, since that one's a teen's room, maybe I make this one into a child's room. I do still kind of like the idea of this, but I'm not super set on it. I don't really know how to match it either. Obviously, we are unfortunately playing The Sims 4, so there's not that much that can be done. Oh, maybe we do bunk beds. I love bunk beds. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know about that holiday kit thing. It was a good idea, but maybe it's better for another time. You know what? This little sky rug reminds me that I am on Blue Sky now. I don't know if any of you are. It's kind of like a Twitter alternative. I haven't really been on Twitter for months. I don't even have it logged in like anywhere. And a lot of people have been moving to Blue Sky recently, so I made an account. My name is just lilsimsie on there. It's easy to find. I'll link it down below. So we'll see how it goes. I'm, again, new. I made an account like 9 months ago, but I haven't been like logged into it or using it this whole time. I just made it a while back to save my username, and I'm finally logged in again now. So, oh no. Do I dare? Do I dare use this rug again? I think I might. I also think that maybe this bed is better suited to be like this. I had originally done it like this, but the problem is you can't put anything under here. You'd think you would. Like, you'd think you could put this here, but if you do that, they can't use the ladder. They can't get up to the top. It's really weird and buggy. You can only put stuff there that slots to it. Anything else doesn't work. Okay, I'm trying to mix in some green and some blue with this room. I put this rug in the middle. I think I might get another one of those little poof things to put in the corner. Although I don't know if this comes in green. It has like a dark green. I don't think I like that. I will stick to it right here. We'll just keep it on this part. Oh, here, I can put this little guy right there. I think that might be enough though. A couple of posters in a couple of places. And then the whole interior of the house is done. That leaves us with the exterior, which is not gonna be an easy task. We have a lot of work to do to finish this part. Well, let me think layout of the backyard first. I'm really worried about landscaping, but I'm gonna worry about that in a minute. Let me figure out this part. I'm not sure, because I do like the idea of a pool. It's just like really small. It's gonna have to be really, really, really small to have it. Not necessarily a bad thing though. Oh, I hate them for this. Can I delete this? Okay, that fixes it. I hate how the little corners mess up like that. Well, I'm picturing that I'll put a grill right here. And then I thought some sort of table. I don't like any of the colors. I don't want it to be black. I so wish we could change the color of the umbrella and the table separately. I'm serious. It's so annoying that we can't. I don't like that at all. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This has a weird lighting glitch on it, so that's great. This is too small. I think all of them are gonna be weird, so maybe I'll just open it up like that. I want a chair that has white. Maybe I do the yellow. I just want to have the white trim because I want it to match these. Okay, well, we could put some kids' playground equipment outside. I'm leaning towards no, though. I think I might just put some bushes and like landscape it instead. I've never really been sure what sort of base game wallpapers are good for this kind of thing. I do like the teal color, I think, and I'm considering putting brick all the way around that too, just for some like extra pizzazz. The lighting on this lot is so bad. This wallpaper is nice because it looks more like a stucco. I do worry that it's a little bit dark, but a lot of the brighter ones are a bit more of a flat texture. There is also the possibility of painting it like bright orange if we wanted to. That obviously has less contrast with the brick. It kind of plays into it a bit better. Okay, next problem is that I would love to have columns, but you can't tell behind this tree right now, but you can't raise this up at all. It stops because of the roof. There are ways around that. Like I can put a little half wall in there, and if I do that, I can raise it up to the top of the half wall. It's still not a top, and I guess if I put a tree in front of it, you can't really tell anyway. It really is so annoying. And I don't even like these columns that much. Like the base game ones, they do not speak to me. I've said it before, I'll say it a million times again. We need better columns in the base game, like so badly. Oh, maybe I should have done gravel. Is it weird to have gravel around the pool? I think I kind of prefer that though. I'm picturing all of that gravel like falling in and being in the pool. How much of a pain that would probably be. But you know what? It's The Sims, so it's not a problem. We can do whatever. Okay, this is the tree that they have in the environment that kind of matches the world. I think I can only use one of them in the back. I'm thinking that I try to wrap some bushes all the way around this side. It's always hard for me to landscape in Oasis Springs. I think just because the desert vibe isn't really my personal vibe. So I think I struggle a lot with doing more minimal landscaping because you know I love to do like really lush landscaping, and then when I come to places like this and I have to do it a little bit more simplified, I have a really hard time. They need like a couple bushes and like a cactus for this place, and that's not really my thing. Ooh, how about this? That's kind of the right color. What if we just had one planter box? I hate this. I hate the table. I gotta change it. Maybe we get like a plain glass one of those things we had inside, and we could do some of those cute candles too. That could work. I think that might be the exterior finished. I'm just gonna go through and do terrain paint because we gotta do something to help blend all this in better. Oh, and a mailbox. I have to take the mailbox too. Okay, I think I'm done. I think we did it. I really like the interior of this house. Having used the kit a little bit more now, I am like fully obsessed with how it all looks together. I think especially the couches, I really, really like them. The couches and like these little clutter items, this is one of my favorite build kits. I feel like I say that a lot when new build kits come out, but this one feels very useful for so many different build styles because it's like some bright pops of color that sort of work as basics. Like this chair, this table, that'll fit anywhere in any house. Even the couches and like the artwork is so good. This thing, these different cabinets, you can use them anywhere. Well, this was really fun. I'm gonna put it on the gallery now. All times of day have bad lighting. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. $65,000 for this tiny little house. Oh no, mailbox. I even said that and I still almost forgot. I got it, we're fine. Okay, cozy kitsch house. All right, it's uploaded in case you want to download it. No. Oh, I thought it was gonna crash. Sorry, false alarm, panicked for a second. I'm gonna post one tomorrow using all of the packs. I actually already built it and I used like 35 packs or something ridiculous in the video. This is a sneak peek of a bad version of it, but stay tuned for that. I think it's nice to see them used in different ways. All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna wrap it up here and I will catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I'm glad my cat calmed down partway through that because she was being so dramatic. She was on my desk, she was off my desk, she was back on the desk, she was yelling. She wanted to make her presence known.